What's happening, guys? You see the title right above me, Hawaii. Yes. Everybody, when you mention something about Hawaii, they think so it's beautiful beaches, nice sunset, nice palm trees. Parts of Hawaii, yes, but when I tell people I'm from Hawaii, that's what they picture. But in actuality, I lived in a part of Hawaii where nobody wants to come visit. There's no palm trees in the middle of where I'm from, which is considered a hood. Ghetto. It's Kalihi. I'm from there. But definitely, man, I get asked this question quite frequently. Why did you leave Hawaii, man? They give you the look of death, like I just messed up. You know what I mean? Not by choice, because I had to do it. If I would have stayed back at home, I wouldn't accomplish anything. I would have been doing the same thing like everybody else, what they're doing, either construction or some manual labor job. And I wouldn't be where I am today if I would have stayed in Hawaii. So my answer to that is that most people say, why did you leave Hawaii? And why'd you move to the mainland? I get that all the time, and I say, well, it's because I like cranky people. You know what I mean? Which is true, because some parts of the mainland, like New York City area, man, these people are cranky as hell. They don't smile. They don't even. Dude, it's like there's always a cloud over their head. It's always raining. That's how bad it is. Some of the people in New York, they're like that, especially in the subway, man. My first encounter with a New Yorker was when I first came here in '97 to visit, and we was riding the subway. My first time in the subway, I was happy as hell, man, because what I've seen growing up in the movies was New York City, and what stand out the most was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. And let me tell you guys, man, that was one of the best movie. It's better, way better than the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies that came out. The last two, nothing could beat the original, in my opinion. But anyways, we was in a subway. I was riding, and my uncle was telling me, who lives in New York, and telling me, don't be looking at people, don't be smiling either. I said, what? I don't get it. So I was happy. It was something new to me. Never rode on a subway before, so I had a smile from ear to ear. And I'm smiling the whole time. I'm like, dude, everybody knew I wasn't from New York, and everybody knew I was a tourist. So I was standing, smiling, and there was a woman right across from me. And the first thing she said was she looked angry as hell. And she told me, what you smiling at? You trying to pick me up? I was like, what? You know what I mean? Inside, I wanted to laugh so bad, but oh man, as soon as I got off the subway, I was cracking up. And my uncle said, I see, I told you. Don't be smiling at people in the subway. They don't like that here in New York. I said, wow, man, they are serious. And let me tell you something, man. It is so fast paced in New York City. First time in '97 being around there, man, I never heard so many honking horns in one place. And pretty much the cab drivers are crazy. I almost got hit too crossing the street. They don't stop for pedestrians whatsoever. These people are crazy, these cab drivers, man. They're going like really inching up and just honking the horn, and they're like yelling and screaming. I was like, dude, I'm not used to this shit, man. In Hawaii, everybody's laid back, they're chill, no one's in a rush. So it's complete shock for me. So when I came here to visit in '97, but I grew to like it. That's the reason why I'm up here in the Northeast. I like the fast pace. I think it's very competitive too. It brings the best out of you when you live here in the Northeast, because it makes you aggressive. And if you're trying to like move forward in your life and trying to do better, if you're trying to move up in your career, around the tri-state area, the Northeast, man, there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of options to choose from. But for the most part, it's not Hawaii, it's not California, it's New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? We're calling the tri-states. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Everything's so fast paced here. But most people ask me, "What don't you miss Hawaii?" I say, "Yes, I do. I miss things that I can't normally do now, like just going on the beach without paying. That's for one. Here you got to pay to get on the beach. Some of the beaches here in the Jersey Shore, and also I heard in New York as well. Another thing I can't get used to, and I really don't like, I don't like the boardwalks where they have all these rides and concession stands where people buy food. And the reason why I don't like that, because it's not natural, man. I still can't get over that, man. I guess you could call me spoiled because I live in Hawaii. I enjoy just the beautiful beaches, and no trash whatsoever. Here in Jersey, man, people don't care. The people here, man, they don't care. They just throw trash on the beach, and you see that, and it's just disgusting, man. Sometimes, man. And one thing I do miss a lot is the clear blue water. Here up in the Northeast, it's that dark green, if not light green, and sometimes it kind of scares me too, because if there's a shark coming at you, you can't see it, because you guys know in the Jersey Shore down in Cape May, the great white shark sighting. A couple, I think it was like two great white sharks swimming around the coast on the Jersey Shore. So it's a pretty scary thing, man. If you're swimming, you can't see. At least in Hawaii, it's clear blue. You could actually see it coming. You could see the shadow a lot better. And I do miss that. Another thing is that I do just miss not having to have a car, because in Hawaii you could take the public transportation. It takes you everywhere. You could even ride a moped. You know what I mean? And you don't even need a license with that, with a moped. You could drive it around the city. If not, ride around in a moped. It costs you $10. You could go around the whole island with that moped. It's just the island lifestyle is so much different versus living in a city and living in the mainland. One thing I do like here in the Northeast, I like the four seasons, man. I love. Let me tell you guys something, man. You guys might call me crazy. I love winter. I love snow. I like the freezing cold. And you guys look at what the hell, this guy's nuts. Yeah, but definitely I do love snow. I love the freezing cold. I love it, man. I like being outside when it's cold out. I just enjoy it for some reason. This is still hasn't still hasn't grown on me. To me, I think every winter I look forward to it. Most people, they don't even want to leave their house because it's so cold. I enjoy it, man. If I get a chance, if I could be outside, I'll go outside, But I don't stay out there for long, but I enjoy the weather, especially with the snow. I'm over there playing snowball fight with my kids. My neighbor's looking at me like I'm nuts. Like, what the hell's wrong with this Asian guy, man? I thought this guy's from Hawaii. There's no snow in Hawaii, and that's the reason why I like it so much. Definitely spring. One thing I don't like, during the summertime when there's a heat wave, there is a heat wave, and it is hot as hell. Here up in the Northeast, man, the humidity, that's what kills you. I got relatives in Vegas. They tell me, 120 dry heat, it's better than the humidity. I don't care. I went to Vegas. As soon as I land out that plane, we went right outside the sliding doors. Man, let me tell you something. It doesn't matter if it's humid versus dry heat. It's still hot as hell over there. 120 degrees when we first landed there. It was hot. Yeah, so, but definitely, man, I'm from the island, from Oahu, so I traveled all over the mainland, man. I've been through so many different states, man. Like I said, I traveled, man. That's the reason why I left Hawaii. I wouldn't be able to get that opportunity if I would have stayed, man. And one thing I want to share with you guys is that, if you don't go out your comfort zone, you'll never know, and you'll never experience the thing that you can experience, in your life. So, my message is that, one, you have to grow your comfort zone, man. Don't get too comfortable, even where you live, or with your job. Same thing. I don't try to get too comfortable. I'm always looking to improve, and I'm always looking to do better in life. And that's what I did at a younger age, man. I seen family, friends, go through it. They got stuck. They wasn't happy where they are. You know what I mean? And they did nothing about it. For me, a guy from Kalihi, Honolulu, Hawaii. I mean, we're talking about the slums, the ghettos. I shouldn't say slums, but just the ghetto areas of Hawaii, man. And I've come so far, you know what I mean? And I talk to my friends them about this all the time, from all my friends, let me tell you, everybody, like in high school, in my class, and all, like a handful of friends that I do have, they all had high expectations. They had goals set for themselves in high school. And they asked me what I wanted to be and what I wanted to do. My answer was, I don't know. And that was pretty scary, just to think about it. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do in my life. And wow, man, like I said, I've been truly blessed, you know what I mean? I've got to know a lot of people. They helped me out throughout my career. They coached me and they helped me, and definitely just mentored me too, man. So definitely, guys, like I said, man, don't be afraid, man. You know, just gotta go out there, grow your comfort zone. Don't get too comfortable, and you know, just be you, man. Don't try to be anybody else. You know, you work at your own pace. You know, travel at your own pace too. So, yeah, man, I'm from Hawaii, man, Kalihi, man. I made it this far, all the way up here to New York City. You know what I mean? I traveled all over the mainland too. So I'm pretty amazed myself too. So, you know, you know, like I said, someone asked me when I was growing up in high school, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I said, I don't know. You know, that person was scared for me. And to think about that too, man, I would have been scared for myself because I had no plan whatsoever, man. You guys have to plan, guys. If you don't plan, you'll never get to your goals. So, all right, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. You know, please, you know, give me the like, you know, the like button, hit the thumbs up, guys. You guys know what to do. And as always, you know, please like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.